Are you gonna hit the button?
I already hit it. Hey, Alex.
No, we're not starting with you talking to her.
What?
No.
She just passed by.
I refuse.
He's so mean.
Welcome to a conversation with Judy and Ryan. What a lovely, lovely day. I like that you did your makeup this time.
I do
I
my
mean, it
makeup
just
most
means that you
days.
went to work. I get that.
Yes.
But I'm just saying it's nice. It makes
Thank
me
you.
feel special that you took the time to do your makeup for the podcast.
I
Okay.
must say, I just threw on some lip gloss just for this show right now.
See?
So,
See, you know what's up. Also, I like how you and I, for whatever reason, over the last like day and a half, we're both like, you know what? We're gonna try and be a little more active on this promotional Twitter thingy.
you know what? I figured, I was like, wow, we're really 15 episodes deep and like no tweets about it.
That's literally what you tweeted, and you were like
So
15 in, and I've only
I
tweeted
might as
twice,
well.
and
Might as well.
I think that's more than I have, so let me get in on that. You know.
And you use both of your accounts. I felt very special there.
To be fair, to be honest, actually, I didn't mean to use both accounts.
Forgot to switch it.
No, I thought I had switched it, like, because I don't know. It's I'm gonna say it's weird. It's probably me just doing something incorrect, right? But like I push the icon and it'll switch to the other one. But then sometimes I guess it depends. It still depends on if what account I'm in. It'll only, even though it says that I'm sending it from a certain icon, which would dictate the account, it doesn't send it from that one. It sends it from the account that I'm still in.
Oh.
So this is probably how Kevin Durant got caught in them burners. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I hit the button,
I
and
swear
it
I
didn't
did.
fucking go through correctly.
I forgot that was a thing with him, but yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
I remember.
Oh God. So how have you been? Like it's been what, 2 weeks to 3 weeks? It's been a while.
It's been a few weeks, but we've been good. The weather out here has been so weird. It was like 80 degrees a few days ago, and now it's been storming again. So we're back down to like the 50s. But other than that, we chilling.
Yeah, you're getting all the weather basically that we had. So that's fun. I was telling Alex, man, like I live in Las Vegas. I did not sign up for this damn winter wonderland.
Yeah, I was hoping it would be warm enough to go into the pools when we're there in a couple weekends, but it doesn't look like it's going to be warm enough.
They open on the casino pools open on Saturday.
Okay. Like official, like pool season.
Yeah, they officially open on Saturday. Who's going to go? Like you said.
Yeah. Like these pools aren't heated unless some of them are. I don't know.
I believe they are.
They're heated?
I believe some of them are, yeah. I'm trying to remember. Like I've only been to one day club and like I've only been to like a casino pool like maybe one other time. And I'm trying to I feel like it was heated, but I was also really, really intoxicated both times. I mean, just because that's what you do.
Yes,
like
that is what day clubs are for.
Day clubs and honestly,
just pools.
The Las Vegas hotel pools in general are just there for day drinking,
nice.
right?
Yeah,
just there. They're there so that you could day drink and make a lot of bad decisions.
It's true.
Yeah,
it's true. And there were some topless pools in Vegas that were also pretty cool.
The best part about the optional, yes. The best part about the last time I went to a day pool though, day spa, day club, whatever the fuck it's called. I got so hammered that my friend then had to take me to go pick up Asher from his mom.
Wait, I remember this time. Was it at the Palms?
Yeah.
Yes. I remember you mentioning this.
Good Lord. We went right for there. And then, like, I don't know how I was able to muster it up enough to go in and get him without his mom just being like,
maybe you should
something.
not.
Yeah. Maybe like I'll just take it for tonight, But then, like, as soon as we got into the car, same thing. I'm just right. And then I brought him back to my place, obviously, and Asher was just having the time of his life because I think at the time, I want to say he was like 3 or 4. So he's old enough to be able to do his own thing.
Yeah.
But small enough that he's still right. But basically, he was just like, I'm doing whatever I want.
And you're like, yeah, fine.
Yeah. And a lot of that meant that, like, I was laying down and he would be just full on just bouncing his butt on my head. And I'm just like, whatever. I'm still way too drunk to feel this.
Oh man, I did love the day clubs, must say. Good times.
Oh yeah. See, that was that Judy that we used to talk about that I'm not allowed to talk about anymore. The last time I talked about it, I got in trouble and I lost my lordship and a whole thing. So I'm just saying that this Judy that we know of today might not indulge in a day club the same way.
No, but I would like to just kind of hang out on the side.
That's my point, though. That's what I was saying. It's like, you can't be like, you could be a bad, like, this is why I don't understand why you took it so offensively. Because, like,
no, you said you can't be a bad bitch. And I quote, but that was it. You didn't explain yourself further. You just kind of was like, no, you can't.
What? See, why is it up to me to have to explain everything without you getting offended? Like, why is it that there's not a point in which you're like, well, you know what? I feel like Ryan is saying he's not trying to offend me. Maybe I should be like, hey, you're only saying this one thing instead of just being like, hey, go fuck yourself.
Nobody said that to you.
Your face did.
So, anyways.
No, okay. No, because real quick on a different topic on that, because I was watching a TikTok on Alex's phone the other day. And it was about this girl explaining how guys and girls will break up out of nowhere. And the girl will break up with him. And he's like, I don't know what happened. It just happened, blah, blah, blah. And it like basically it started because she wants, and she just used like a random example, right? Mm-hmm. But she was like, she wants a good morning text. And you're like, okay, babe, I'm going to do it. And then he doesn't do it. And then she brings it back up. He's like, okay, babe, I'm going to do it. And then doesn't do it, right? And then 3 strikes, whatever. Okay. But then here's where it gets fucked up. Because in my opinion, can't say as the Lord, as Daddy Ryan.
Gotta revert back. Yes, okay.
No, but in my opinion, like, if at that point, because obviously this is something that's important to you, right? And whether I think or you think or whomever thinks that this is something stupid that you base your entire relationship on getting a good morning text, if it's that important to you that it's going to create a negative vibe in your head, then you have to keep bringing it up or break up with that person over that issue. But that's not what this person described. They said, oh, okay, well, I guess it's not that big of a deal, so I'm just going to let it go. But then they also, like, they notice that he doesn't do this thing and he doesn't do that thing and he doesn't do this thing. But they don't bring those things up to him either because they've already started to stop telling him stuff. And it's all the resentment happening, right? And then next thing you know, hey, I don't want to be with you anymore because there's so much resentment, she no longer finds him attractive. Now, I'm not trying to say whether, you know, the guy should have stayed with her or she should have stayed with him, yes, no, or whatever. What I'm saying is it's bullshit to harbor other issues against someone when it was issue A and you never even actually said, I'm mad about issue A again. I like how I just had this pen. That was perfect.
Yeah, I'm like, where did you get that?
Magic. You know what, with this look, with my hair looking as crazy as it does, I do look like
David Blaine.
No, you flatter me so much. I was gonna say like a very cheap, like children's birthday magician. Like I'm
like a Zohan version.
yeah, like I look like the kind of magician that shows up to your house and then in the middle of the act, I like go, oh, can you grab me a slice of pizza? Thank you.
Yeah, definitely would not hire you for my child's birthday party.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm leaving with
No,
one of those presents.
please don't. Please don't do that.
Now, speaking of presents,
Ooh.
you had texted me earlier today and you said, Ryan, there's something very important. Well, you didn't say it was very important, but you said, there's one thing that I want to talk about today.
Yeah.
So why don't you enlighten me and tell me what? Well, I already know it is, but enlighten everybody else and tell us what it is.
All right. So I was watching an episode of How I Met Your Mother where one of the characters.
I just want to make sure it's How I Met Your Mother.
How I Met Your Mother.
Okay, because How I Met Your Father's out now, so
not How I Met Your Father. How I Met Your Mother, the OG. Anyways, they're doing Christmas gifts, and Jason Segel's character gets his wife an easy bake oven, like one of those OG easy bake ovens that he bought off of eBay from like the 90s, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm thinking, I was like, wow, I always wanted an easy bake oven, and my parents never got me one. Like, and then I started thinking about all the other advertisement toys that we saw back when we were kids. It's like for only $19.99, you can get this plus shipping and handling, right? It made me think of like all these different toys that I'm like, oh, I could probably buy them now, but they're like nowhere to be found. And so I just really wanted to talk about like if you had any toys like that from back in the 90s that you remember, like, oh, I really want that, but we weren't made of money back then, so we couldn't get it.
So I'm not gonna lie, man. I am so fortunate. I've been such a fortunate person, especially being my mom's only child. I know that I'm like, depending on who you're talking about, I could be the oldest, the middle, the youngest of 8. But my mom's, I was the only child, right? So I'm not going to say that she spoiled me because I think that I have a very good understanding and I'm so good with it. I can't even think of the words. A respect for money, right? Mm-hmm. Like I don't throw it away frivolously. I throw it away on stuff that I determined that I need. I determined that we needed a PS5. Okay.
Yeah, you did. You did.
But no, there weren't many things that she didn't provide to me that I didn't get. I'll put it this way. There is one thing that I wrote down on here because I didn't want to make it into Ryan's just the most fortunate kid of all time.
Yeah.
He's lived a life only charmed princes could think of. But no, my mom was so awesome that she literally, so nowadays it's the Amazon catalog, but it used to be the Macy's catalog.
Oh, right? Wow. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she would just say, hey, go through this catalog and circle everything that you want. And I'm not guaranteeing you that you'll get it, but if you're good, Santa will see.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And sure as shit, like, because my dad must have been making some good money because sure as shit, like, one year I circled everything. I circled nonsense just to be like, oh, let's see what happens.
They're like, okay.
I asked for a hunting bow and arrow that had a weight distribution on it of like 75 pounds, which means that you had to be able to pull the string you had to be able to be strong enough to pull 75 pounds off the bow.
Okay, right? Wow.
Mm-hmm. And I'm like in 3rd grade. Where'd you go? We lost Judy. Oh no, is this the apocalypse? Is this what happened?
I had to sneeze.
Yeah, so I would have this bow and arrow, but it's so powerful that I'm not strong enough because I'm in third grade to actually pull it. I would have to use my feet and like do it like it was a crossbow where I'm like just to be able to pull on the string, right?
Wow. And she got that
so that's
for
what I'm
you.
saying. Yeah, no, like, well, because at the time I don't think either of us really knew. See, that's what I'm saying. I was just circling shit, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't. I was like, oh, a bow and arrow that's camo. That
Yes.
looks cool, right? So super, super fortunate in that way. The one thing I will say that I didn't get as a kid, there was this Christmas time themed, I don't want to call it an amusement park, but it was it's like when the Christmas tree lot pops up, right? And they have the rides and it's kind of like a fair, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But this one was bigger, like it was something that was built out and it had reindeer and all this kind of stuff, right?
Okay.
And it was called Santa's Village. I believe. I don't know. This is like, we're going back 35 years now, and I smoke a lot of weed.
He could just have made this up.
No, I didn't make this up. I'm just saying, oh, no, I remember seeing this commercial vividly in that little blue apartment in South Pasadena, California. Oh, it's a real man. It's a real man. I love when he makes an appearance.
I'm like, can you see him?
Of course. I can always see when a real man enters the view.
Keith, they can see you. Say hi. So silly.
I know. It's one of my favorite things to do. I don't know why each of our favorite things is to talk to our co-host significant other.
And they can't like hear what we're saying, but you know.
Not at all. No. But they're just like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
So every year I'd want to go to Santa's Village. The issue is that, like I said, we were in South Pasadena, and this thing was, I don't know, it was up north. It was like 2.5, 3 hours
like
away.
Santa Maria.
San Bernardino. It was San Bernardino.
Wait, isn't San Bernardino like south of you?
I don't know. See, okay, because this is also what happened. No. So this is also what happened. I have a feeling that even though, and maybe this is why she got me all this shit, because she felt guilty, but even though she always took care of me and I never wanted for anything, I have a feeling that she just told me it was too far because she didn't want to go. She was like, I don't want to fucking go around reindeer. They smell. I got to talk to some old guy who's pretending to be Santa. That's not real Santa.
Well, if you think about
why do you smell like bourbon?
If it was 3 hours away, that's a 6-hour round trip, like, day.
Right.
So I get it.
No, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I got back in the day why she didn't want to. I was sad about it.
Yeah.
But she's like, no, San Bernardino, it's too far north, can't do it. But yeah, now, because I remember
now you think about it.
Well, I was driving through California at one point, and I was like, wait, that's not that far.
Bring back childhood trauma.
Oh my god! I started PTSDing on the road. I was swerving. It was like in this. It was like one of the scenes in The Matrix, like when they jack you in. How violent it is! It's like ah.
Oh man.
Either way, that was the thing. Going to Santa's Village. I never got to go.
So. Even to this day, I have not gone to Disney World. I've only been to Disneyland.
Oh, I haven't been to Disney World either. I think that's something
I don't think I've ever wanted to go, but you always see it like on the commercials and stuff. They're like, oh, Disney World, all the different theme parks within it type thing. I'm like,
No, I mean, I'll put it this way. I think the issue for me is that even as a younger kid, I never vibed with Disney. Right? Go ahead and put that in a tweet, like how you tweet about how I shit all over the MCU.
This is the one where Ryan says, fuck Disney World.
Not true. All I said was, it's not for me, which is why I didn't even touch that part of it. We're going on a tangent now. I'm sorry, people. there was a tweet that we'll get to this later, but there was a tweet that was sent that put me in a light that is unfavorably unfair. Okay.
But look, it probably boosted like 10 extra listeners. All right.
I'm sure it did. We'll get to that. We'll get to it.
We'll get to it. But yeah, so that's one thing is Disney World. And then for me also, I grew up as a Nickelodeon kid. So I always wanted to go to, was it part of Universal?
I think it was part of Universal.
The little Nickelodeon studios with the slime. I wanted to get slime when I was a kid, but it didn't happen.
Okay, so part of that, I know I just said that I hate Disneyland, right?
Yeah.
let's track that back. When I was a kid, I loved the show Tiny Toons.
Okay.
And they did at one point get a Tiny Toons section at Disneyland, and I never was like, Mom, I probably was because I don't remember everything I did back then, right?
Yeah.
But I don't remember being like, Mom, I want to go to Disneyland, Mom, right? Yeah. But I do remember wanting to go to the Tiny Toons section of Disneyland. Yeah. So I'll give you that. You guys got one over on me. And but yeah, no, as far as Disney World goes, it did always seem like a really fun place to go. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. I don't know.
I think the logistics of it, thinking back, like sure, the park tickets were probably cheaper, but then we also lived in Las Vegas. And so that means my parents would have had to flown all four of us, my brother.
They could have driven.
From Vegas to Orlando?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about I thought you were talking about Disneyland.
No, we went to Disneyland. Like, yeah.
I was like, I mean, you don't have to fucking fly to Anaheim.
You definitely don't.
No, my parents needed to fly. Okay. We only do what is necessary. So we had to fucking fly.
No, we've been to Disneyland plenty of times, but it was Disney World.
No, you're right. That's why honestly, that is why travel agents used to be a thing, right?
Which apparently they still are a thing.
No, they're still a thing, but I'm saying like the only reason they're a thing is the same way that like, oh man, and I don't mean this because it's a big enough business because people still utilize it, but the same way that DMV services are a thing. Right?
Yeah.
And what I mean is 80 to 90% of what DMV services do can be done online on your computer, right? Easily. But people are either old or they're dumb or there's like an exception or whatever, right? Yeah. That it needs. But, same thing. Travel agents, they just they just put everything in a package for you. That's all they do. If you can't go on like what Travelocity, Expedia,
any of those.
What's the one that the chick from Big Bang is she Expedia, the Big Bang chick, the Big Bang Theory lady?
No, I don't know.
Priceline, Priceline, that's her.
Priceline had what's his face?
It was Will Shatner, and then he got replaced by his daughter, which was the girl from Big Bang Theory, who's now the stewardess, I think. There's a lot of dude. There's too much
Kaylee Kuko.
Oh,
Cuoco.
Yeah, whatever. However her name is, man.
No, we don't pronounce names correctly on the show.
No, you're lucky that we even know your show. Okay, there's so many streaming sites now. Like
way too many.
Like honestly, I think Amazon. I think Jeff Bezos was just at home one day and he was like, you know what? I'm just gonna say that Hollywood's a big facade and just throw money at this thing until it actually becomes something. Because that's all that Amazon Prime is.
Yeah.
He's just throwing money at stuff.
He is. And within Amazon, you can subscribe to other streaming platforms that we found out. I'm like, wow, okay. So
well, sorry, my point in that was because as soon as he did it and put a lot of money into it, and don't get me wrong, I know that Netflix was moving towards this already because they had to, but as soon as he was like, you know what, no, I'm gonna actually put a dent in this, that's when we saw all the other sites. Now, granted, there was COVID and that put a lot of pressure on a lot of things to do stuff differently. But that was when he started saying, no, I'm taking over the media aspect of things. That's when we saw HBO Max had to start making moves. Paramount Plus became a thing. I mean, Peacock tried.
Yeah.
Peacock's just so sad. It makes me sad.
I actually just recently signed up for Peacock, so.
Did you get the free one though?
No,
Judy,
we got the ad-free one. $10.
God, why are you paying for garbage?
Okay, so one thing, initially I signed up for the free one because we wanted to watch that Megan movie, and it was streaming on Peacock.
Oh, the doll movie?
Yeah, it was actually not bad. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Anyway, so then I'm like, oh, I want to start watching Modern Family because I never watched it before. And Peacock is the only place that has the full show, like from season 1 on.
You know why? Because people like you keep paying for ad-free. Stop paying for it and they'll put it back on Netflix where it belongs.
I didn't know it was on Netflix before.
I don't know.
I don't think it was.
I mean, The Office was, and they ripped it away.
Yeah. That's so. Where's The Office streaming at?
Peacock. Because
is it? I didn't know. I don't like The Office. So
yeah,
that was like
that was like Peacock's. That was like Peacock's big thing when it first came out because it was the only place that you could stream The Office.
I did not know.
Yeah, because they stole it away. They said no more for you, Netflix. No more. Speaking of Netflix, real quick, how do you feel about their password sharing thing? I know it's like almost a month old at this point, but I've been wanting to ask you because like I'm of two minds on this, honestly.
One, we're the household that pays for the Netflix account, so I don't care.
That's thank you. That's where I'm coming from.
I don't care if my parents lose their stuff, like my brother or whoever else is on my account at this point.
Right.
So, but the thing is, they made it so complicated where they said you're only allowed like 2 devices in the same household. But I'm like, what if I'm traveling or what if I'm at work and I want to like watch an episode on my phone not connected to my home network? I don't understand where they were going with the technicality of this whole password sharing thing. So
yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that one because, like, 1,000%, we pay for it. So other people lose it. Like, sucks to suck, but
suck to suck, right?
Yeah, but guess what? Netflix keeps raising them prices, and I have to keep paying it. So
exactly, now it's like $22. That I pay for these 4 devices. Like, it's ridiculous. Anyways.
But the thing that was upsetting to me, and look, I like technology, but I don't know a better way than this. So maybe there's not a better way. Maybe someone out there can tweet me about how I hate the MCU and Disney World and how Netflix could have technologically done this better. But what sucks is that I don't usually watch Netflix on my phone, right? Okay. It's very rare instance that I do. And it's normally because we're at a place where I wasn't planning on being there for that amount of time. And I have Asher with me and he's getting bored and blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, here, take the phone, chill out. What concerns me is that since I never log in on my phone, the one time I need to log in on my phone,
it won't let you.
It won't let me because I won't have done it from the secured Wi-Fi or whatever.
Yeah, some stupid thing. Yeah.
So I wish that there was a way around that. Like if it is on a phone, maybe you can do it with a 2-step verification, like something like that.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know, man, but.
I don't know. It's dumb. But I mean, I get it. Like, I remember Amazon tried to do the same thing where if my husband logs in on his computer with our account, I'll get a notification saying like, hey, is that you logging onto this computer from this location? Like, yeah, just yes.
Well, yeah,
I mean, but Netflix could kind of do something like that, right? Like,
yeah, but I mean, also though, it's a little different because Amazon if someone logs into your Amazon account, then they probably also have access to whatever card you have on file. Because, like,
Well, yeah,
I'm
true.
going to bet 99% of people have some form of payment saved on file of their Amazon account.
Yeah.
Right. So I think that they're probably, subject to a more scrutinized level of security. But you're 1,000% right. Like, there's definitely ways to track it, or fine. Just how about this? Just limit it to 2 screens then.
Yeah. Like something like.
Guess what? A lot of people getting kicked out a lot, because daddy needs his Cobra Kai.
I remember where like I was still signed into my old roommate's house. So then at one point it said there are too many people watching, and then that's when I got upset. So I changed my password. Like, I don't know who's watching this anymore, but they will text me for the password if they need it. So
did they?
It. Yeah, like my family texted me. They're like, "Hey, what happened? Like, did you pay it?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course I did." Like,
yeah, I paid it. Did you? No? Well, how about you send some money? Cash App. Zelle me.
Oh, Dad.
Dad. See, that's how you know you become an adult, when you're like, Dad, Zelle me.
Man, I'm telling you, the day I taught my parents how to Zelle was the best thing ever, okay? Either I would have to wait for them to send me a check in the mail for them to pay me for something, or they would have to wait until I get to Vegas and give me cash. Like, okay.
I just love you, because I know that they're not, but I just imagine your parents, because I think of them as like the same age as like Mr. Miyagi and like the last.
My parents aren't that old.
No, I know, right? But in this concoction, I'm saying, like, they're the oldest version of it. Hey, go back and watch the first 2. He wasn't that old. Like, he had white, but it was black in the back. Okay, all right. It was It was master in the front, but sensei in the back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God, that's also a little racist. Is it because my parents are Asian?
No,
like, all you could think of was Mr. Miyagi. Like,
no, that's because I'm watching a lot of Cobra Kai.
Oh, makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, R. and he's
passed away, right?
Yeah, Pat Morita did pass away. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
But also, fine. I know that they're not this old, but I think of Dick Van Dyke. Is that better? Does that make you feel better?
No, because I don't know about
it. See, I had to use an old celebrity that you knew.
Wow. Yeah.
So who's the racist, Judy? Who's the racist?
No, I don't know.
I mean, you only know Asian celebrities. So what's that say? What's that say?
It does not say anything.
Okay,
we literally mentioned many numerous celebrities.
I'll throw you a bone right now. I'll throw you. No. Yeah, not old ones though, but I'll throw you a bone.
Not old ones.
I imagine your parents to be the age of Morgan Freeman, who now has dreads. Like, I don't know if it's for a movie. Yeah, go look, all you guys. Okay, we're about to take a break.
Yeah.
Because we have to reset and, do all that cool stuff. And then you're going to hear that.
Yeah, and it's a lot faster now. I did notice.
Well, no, it's the same speed, but it's lower in tone. So instead of being, it's. So because this one over here was all like, man, it's piercing to my brain.
It's those young ears.
We have a real healthy relationship in this household. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah. Go ahead and Google Morgan Freeman braids.
Braids. Dreads,
whatever. Take a look at that. I'll explain the rest of that joke that I was trying to tell you regarding your old parents. Then you said I was racist.
Thank you. Yeah.
And I'll tell you about the new venture Alex is embarking on. Very excited about that.
Ooh, okay,
all these things right here on A Conversation with Ryan and Judy.
Judy and Ryan. Yes.
Fuck, man, I was trying so hard not to mess that up.
You tried.
Welcome back to a conversation with Judy and Ryan. See, when I think about it, it's not so hard. It's still annoying to me that I can't get that right. Anyway, God, it was like 12 seconds ago, but I can't remember the 15 things I said we were going to talk about.
First, I am Googling.
Your parents, right? So you're Googling Morgan Freeman with dreads,
yes.
right? So this is something that, like I said, I don't know why he has them, but it's very interesting.
It's for a movie, I guess.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. But you saw him?
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, he looks like...
Oh, wait, this was from 2016. The fuck?
Really?
Yeah, this article on GQ about Morgan Freeman with dreadlocks is from 2016.
Where the hell have I been? Has he had dreads this whole... Is this a glitch in the Matrix?
Oh, no, here's a new article. He has gray dreadlocks. I don't know. Who knows? Morgan Freeman.
He's just living his best life, man.
He is. It's funny that there was a tweet saying, like, you've never seen a picture of Morgan Freeman when he was younger.
That's not fair. Yes, you have.
I was like, I had it until I saw the tweet and somebody were tweeting like all the
I've
young
seen
pictures.
Movies of a young Morgan Freeman. That's messed up, man.
But like, what is young Morgan Freeman movie?
The one, Stand By Me. I would say that's a young Morgan Freeman.
I don't remember.
He got a full head. He got a full head of hair and no goatee, and that hair is black as night.
Okay.
You know?
I don't think I've ever seen Stand By Me.
But y'all just see exactly. Y'all no one remembers movies pre-85.
That's true.
Oh, I've literally had conversations with Alex about that. I wish I could think of an example right now, but I'll be talking about an actor who's been very famous for a bunch of different things.
Right.
And then the most recent thing they did was like Game of Thrones, like a one bit part in Game of Thrones.
You're like,
oh yeah, Gimli.
Oh.
So, it's okay. I'm not sad.
I'm sorry, I had to sneeze.
What? Oh, okay. Yeah. No, that's fine. I wasn't.
Don't be sad.
No, it's too late.
Why were you sad? I don't understand that you actor. What?
What?
I was so confused on why you were.
Are you
sad.
gaslighting me?
No, I was just. You said you were sad, so I want to know why you were sad.
Why are you telling me I'm sad?
You said you.
Why
were sad.
are you telling me what I said? That's putting words in my mouth.
Can you go back to talking about my parents?
Oh yeah, and your parents. I picture them. I picture them as tiny little old people, right? Because I kind of just imagine everyone's parents. Like for me, I imagine everyone's parents, even though my parents are just like yours, right? Like they're viable, they can get around. Sometimes I look at them like, stop moving before you hurt yourself, right? It's natural, right? But with yours, especially with the checkbook makes them sound ancient, okay? It makes them sound fucking prehistoric, okay? But now I just say, I will write the check for $42.
No,
my
dad was one of those people who don't trust the internet. So I get it.
Like, oh yeah, so put money in the mail.
Well, it's not like you can like cash that very easily.
You know what's funny is my dad was the same way. I mean, eventually even he was like, yo, this electronic banking thing is pretty tits.
Yes. And I told him about bill pay. I'm telling you.
He's like no, I like taking the trip down to the electric company every month.
Yes, I remember I had to do that. He's like, hey, can you take this to just drop it? I'm like, really? You can just pay this online? Like, why do you do this?
Yeah, you're just like, yeah, I'll take it. Give me your credit card real quick. No, I'm gonna take it. I want to make sure that the numbers match what the numbers. You just get thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, NV Energy. Oh man.
Yeah. Love my parents though.
So,
They're
but
great.
yeah, I mean, so
They're
that's
just
why
funny.
that's why I think of them. I imagine your dad just very very brittly writing on that check to you.
How old do you think my parents
I don't think they're old. I already told you this is where my see. You don't listen. You
No, but
don't
you're like,
listen.
you don't really like, okay, only
I've
old
already
people
given you
like that.
no. I'm saying, oh my god. See, this is going back to what we started the whole podcast about, where I was like, no, you don't even give me. I told you that in my head
Yes,
they
yes.
are the age of dreaded Morgan Freeman. I said Mr. Miyagi, but apparently that made me a racist. I don't know. But they are old. They are super old. Remember, Morgan Freeman was in a movie called Bucket List. Okay. And that was like 15 years ago at this point.
Really? I feel like it might have been older. Oh no, my light died.
Oh no, not the light. Anything but the light.
Not my ring light, please.
Hold on.
But yeah, the bucket list. I love that movie. It was him and Jack Nicholson.
Yep. And it was in 2007. Okay. So that movie was in 2007. And he was old in that movie. Mm-hmm. And now we're fast forwarding 16 years.
Bruce
and so
Almighty?
Okay. So my point, though, is I'm just saying.
Stand by, I gotta fix this.
In my head, it's like I said with my own parents. Like, parents just, though I look at parents nowadays the way that I used to look at grandparents, right? Like, I get that they're in this weird gray area of all that, but no, like, they're the old generation. They should just go sit down. You know, I'm not saying that I'm not saying die. I don't want that generation to die, but if they could like shut the fuck up. Not anyone I know personally, just in general, you know.
Yeah.
Because like I said, you're old. You're slowing stuff down, man.
I'm old. I mean, just getting up these days, I was like, ooh, my knee.
See, that's you. That's you. And we're not even talking about your Morgan Freeman parents.
I know they are. They're getting up there, but
so no, I don't think that your dad was actually in any way trying to scribble onto his check. But my initial reaction, and also I think it's like I said, my reaction doesn't even have to do as much with because it's your parents. It's also because they were writing you a fucking check, man. Like who do you see write checks nowadays?
Okay, I also was writing checks, but that was for my parents.
Okay, no, that doesn't count. It has to be from your own account. It cannot be on behalf of anyone else.
No,
because that's just as bad. The only time I see anyone write a check nowadays is people who are 1,000.
Who what?
Are 1,000.
Oh, damn.
Did my mic cut out?
No, I'm like 1,000 what? Sorry, I was like, what?
Fuck, Judy, come on. I was
fixing my hair because it looked
just stay on fucking task with me. Come on.
The ADD is hitting hard to
See, okay, no, I want to go back to I was about to say something you're gonna go all mad at me.
Probably.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it, but this is not how I feel. This is just the thing that popped in my head, okay? Okay.
All
right. I can already tell I'm about to get in trouble. So I was about to say I miss Busted Judy because she didn't care about her hair. She was into the conversation. But now we got Makeup Judy, and she's like, "No, I gotta make sure I look on point all the time."
Yeah. Okay. It's also bothering me. It's like sticking to my face. You know? Like I don't like it.
Go wrap that bitch up in a ponytail. I think my hair looks good?
I don't like my hair up. I look like an egg.
You think that I think that this jungle looks attractive? No, but I was like, I'll just put a headband on. It's fine. It's either this or I could look like a pirate.
You did look like a pirate with your little headband. Yeah.
Oh, and now I got Naruto inspired ones. Oh, so cool.
Oh my god.
I'm so cool.
So cool.
Anime headbands, bro. Are you serious?
Wow.
Oh, by the way, sorry about the coughing.
Mm-hmm.
My throat's super dry, and as a consummate professional, I don't have water. But my allergies been really bad all day.
My
So
allergies have also been bad.
been breathing through my mouth, and so it's just super dried out.
Mm-hmm.
And here I am trying to talk. Um, oh, um, what would you do? How would you feel, I should say,
Okay.
if your significant other played a practical joke on you?
Um, I feel that I would laugh about it, but then also be concerned depending on how the practical joke was.
Okay, give me something that would make you concerned.
Or not concerned, like I don't know. Okay, let me think.
You're like, I would laugh about it, but I would secretly be crying. Is that what you're saying? Is
No.
that like I would laugh about it, but on the inside, I'd be like that. I'd be like that bitch we were talking about earlier who just wanted a good morning text and it turned into that ruining her entire relationship because she stopped communicating. Is that what you're saying? Is that what this is?
No. Well, I don't know. Okay, so I don't give me examples of practical jokes. That's the kind of thing like what would be considered a practical joke?
So what you're saying is it just depends on how bad you get in the moment is what I think it is.
Yeah. Yeah, essentially, yes.
Oh God.
How mad would I be at that point I found out I'm getting pranked?
I would totally laugh until I didn't want to laugh anymore. Okay.
Oh no, that reminds me of that very first episode of Punk'd.
Oh, where Justin Timberlake cried?
Yes. Oh my God. I just watched it.
Why do you always bring that up? I feel like you bring that up like at least once every 4 months.
No, I don't.
I feel like you do. No. I could be wrong, but
I think you're wrong.
You're getting very defensive.
I don't know. I may have because I watched it a while ago, but I remember rewatching it. I was like, oh, that's funny. It's just so sad.
So,
anyways,
I bring it up because I don't know if you can see it, but I have a ring on my chain
right there. Yes. You were hiding the ring. Yeah,
and it's Alex's engagement ring that she takes it off to do a lot of stuff, right?
Okay, yeah, I get it.
I mean, like, I'm not worried that she's taking it off to, like, you know, disavow that she knows me or anything, but the girl likes to take her ring off, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kidding. She takes it off when she, like, does the dishes or takes her shower. If I don't rectify that, she will, like, throw a knife at my face.
Okay.
So she was in the shower, and she got out, and she was putting on her clothes, and she hadn't put her ring on yet, and I saw her just laying there. So, okay.
You took it?
Yeah, I took it, and I put it right on my chain. Okay. And I left it right here. I wasn't trying to hide it. Right. I was trying to hide it in plain sight. And so
No. What did you do?
No, that's all I did.
Oh. I thought you were like upset. You're like, or she got
No. But so I'm just remembering. It's God. It's like this is why serial killers keep trophies so they can remember it. It's such a rush. So I've watched way too many Dexter episodes.
Oh no.
So out of nowhere, I just hear her go, and she's like going through all the things and all the drawers and just oh God, oh
no.
All right. And so that goes on for like 10, 15 seconds, right? And I walk over like, what's going on, babe? Like,
nonchalantly.
You're missing your ring? Oh, gosh. Oh, I guess, well, let's look if we can find it. And then...
Did you say it like that, though? I feel like if you did, I would have known that instantly.
Hammy. It wasn't that hammy, but I also did not show any, like, worry about fuck, right, you're lost. Like, we need to find it.
Yeah,
right. But she saw it on my necklace right away, and I was like, all right, cool. And she just looks at me as soon as she said, She's like, ha, ha, ha. Oh, you son of a bitch. So,
Yeah, I would
yeah,
have said
that's
the
how.
same thing. Yeah.
Well, then stop leaving your ring out.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm
I
still gonna do
know.
it.
I'm still gonna do it. I'm still gonna yell at you if you fuck with me. Like,
No, it's true. I also like when I wash my face and everything, I take my ring off and I keep it near off to the sink. But I won't put it back on until the next morning type thing. So
oh, you're worried it's gonna get swollen, or your fingers are gonna get swollen. You'll never be able to get it off.
that was not a worry, but now I will worry about that. Like,
Yo, you better not be eating some salty snacks before you go to bed. Put the wheat thins down, Judy. I know they're tasty, but put them down.
I can't tell. That's so funny that you mentioned. Like, I can tell my ring starts fitting tighter. And I'm like, ooh, what did we eat, the night
Yeah,
before or something? I was like, fuck, like my rings
yeah.
are like so damn swollen.
So the thing that makes you swollen is basically when you're dehydrated, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and what dehydrates you? Salty ass food. But I'm not worried about you dehydrating because you got that massive canister for a cup.
Yes.
Like, honestly, that looks like some shit that they would give to guys who are going out to basic training in Iraq.
Why would you say that?
Because look at the size of that thing.
You should have seen I used to have the growler. Well, I have a brand new growler. It's like 64 ounce. It's huge.
Wait, they're called growlers?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I don't know.
I've always called them tumblers.
I don't know. Like it's the 64 ounce ones are called growlers.
Okay. So it's because it's the big jug.
It's the big daddy.
Okay. The big. I swear to God, if the one you got is black, then we're gonna have an issue.
It's not. It's white.
Wow! It's the BWG, the big white growler. Does your husband know? She's like, yeah, he knows. He helped me get it.
What?
The growler, the BWG is a family affair.
I love that. Could that be the name of our episode?
BWG? Yeah. You know what's so funny though? Is that my mom is going to be watching this episode because she watches every episode.
Yeah.
I don't understand. What's so funny about BWG? I don't get it. Oh. For anyone who doesn't understand, in pornography, there is a section called Big White C, male genitalia. I don't want to say cock. Ah, oh, damn it.
Wow. Way to keep it PG-13 on here, Ryan.
I've heard he said fuck a couple times, man. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Now I gotta go to rated R because you're only allowed one fuck in a PG-13 movie.
Yeah, exactly. So it better be a good fuck. But yeah, so there's a BWC section. Okay. I love that Judy knew exactly what I was talking about right away. She had zero hesitation being like, yes, BWG. But yeah, so.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I don't know. A BWG or a BBG, which would have been better? I don't know.
Now I feel like BWG just sounds fun.
That's because you got to type.
Let's not bring back types again. Because I just gotta... you see him just like lie up over there.
Yeah, look, he's on the prowl right now.
Oh God,
he's on the look. He's like, yo,
he has this doomies. It's so bad. If I just want to show you quickly, do you see like my blinds? He's been like chewing them up. It's so bad.
Well, it's okay because you're renting, so don't worry
We
about
are.
it.
I know, but I don't want them to take it out of my security deposit, so we're gonna do something
See,
about it.
I used to feel that way, but the thing is, over at my spot, it's not a traditional security deposit. They
Mm-hmm.
did whatchamacallit. It's like a bond.
A
So I
bond?
don't
What's
get my
that?
so what happens is that like I pay them $300, and this is just I'm trying to remember, right? But I pay them
Yeah.
$300 one time. I don't get that money back ever, no matter
Okay.
what.
Right.
But then I also don't have to worry about any damage that gets done because it will be covered by any bond that is
Hmm.
set up.
Interesting.
I think either that or I'm gonna have to pay a shit ton of money when I move out of here, but we'll find out.
Stop. Really? I'm sure it's not that bad.
Oh man, it's not that bad, but like it like things are start and I get that I could have maintenance come and fix some of these things, but like
Yeah.
one of the door like Asher's bathroom door like just ripped off of the hinges.
Oh my God.
I know he's a fucking monster, man. Okay.
God, that
So now
kid.
I gotta and I can't just it's literally like rip the screws out. So I couldn't just put them back in and screw. I have to go
Right.
and get glue and glue up the thing so that the screws will actually have a spot to go back
Oh,
into.
damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
And I
Yeah,
was like,
they
how'd you do that? I don't know. I was just over here taking my steroids and drinking
just
my
yoked
protein
up.
shake. You know, I was getting a quick set in, and next thing I know, I pulled it. It was, I don't know. I was like, why are you talking to me in such a deep voice? I don't know. Every time I talk to him, he ages like 7 years. It's annoying.
God.
Also, your awesome mic that you said works so perfectly just went out. I like how I say your mic goes out
Can
and
you hear
you
me now?
don't know. I like how I
What?
say your mic goes out and you adjust your headphone.
I'm like,
Your mic went out. Let's see if this does anything to fix
does
it.
it work?
No, it sounds like I'm hearing you over your computer audio again. I mean, don't worry. I'll fix it in post because I'm amazing. But, you know.
Wait, what about this?
See, we were having such a good back and forth. We had some good momentum going, and then derailment Judy.
Well, we
And
were
her
doing really well in
yeah,
the
and
first
then your
half.
2002 headphones had to get in the middle of everything.
It's so good. It just sounded so much better. Now I have to switch over to the stupid ass headphone.
Well, while you're doing that, speaking of headphones, and maybe this only works in my head, but Alex, she bought headphones recently,
Okay.
a very nice pair of white headphones, and they have a detachable microphone. And she did that because she started recording her gaming channel.
Oh, is she on Twitch or what? What is that?
She's gonna be on YouTube. She has the domain set up or not domain, but she has the username set up already. She's got her logo. We recorded the first video. The only you can't hear me right now. You've pulled everything out. Can you hear me now? Nope. Nope. No. Anyway, so she has recorded the first video. We have to edit it and everything. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. She's having fun, and
Mm-hmm.
it's her theme is called backseat gaming, right? That's her.
Okay.
It's basically her excuse to be able to communicate with
Hold
whomever.
on.
Okay. I wasn't talking. It's fine. It's fine. It's not like people are actively listening to the show and would want to continuously be entertained. But no, we could all just take a pause because Queen Judy said, "Halt, peasant."
Sorry, what? Can you hear me? All I heard was peasant. I'm like, wait, huh?
Because I was going through this whole thing
I heard her backseat gamer, right? Or
right. No.
that's what I heard, and then it cut out.
Honestly, I was just going to Phil because I knew that you were trying to fix your headphones, right?
Yeah.
I knew that I was probably gonna have to say it again. But then you were like, hold on. And you like it seemed like you wanted me to stop. And I was just like, oh yeah, it's not like other people are actually listening to this podcast as a form of entertainment. No, let's all just stop what we're doing because Queen Judy said to do so, peasant.
I never said that, or maybe
no, but then it was perfect because they're like, wait, what?
Huh? And then I thought, I'm like, wait, did my speaker go out again on my headphones?
But no, so
yes,
backseat gaming, right, is the theme of her show or channel, I should say, and it's basically she wants to do it where she always has somebody with her talking or whatever, whether that's me, whether that's her sister, whether that's whomever.
Okay.
I'm not a huge fan of that, only because it takes away from her as the star, in my opinion, right?
Right.
I'm not saying that she can't mostly have people on. And by mostly, I mean like 95% of the time. But my point is that I wouldn't want her to feel like she's putting herself into a position where she's anchoring herself to other people because she's the star. She's amazing. She's funny. She's smart. She's quick-witted. She just doesn't have the confidence in herself right now. So that's why I'm more than happy to help her out. But I don't want to be the focal point either. Right. I want her to be the focal point. So in my opinion, the back seat is the audience, right? Because like, I know that when we hear backseat driving, it means like someone's in the backseat being like, hey, yo, go to the right, go to the left, do this, do this, governor. I don't know why he's from London, but here we are.
Okay. It's,
I love what
those lines.
I just love when I do a random accent. You just go, yeah.
And it's every time you do it, too. It's like where do these come from and why?
It's like you're always fighting off a headache when I do it. But yeah, I think that if you're really in the back seat of something, you're a little kid and you're usually being told to shut up.
Yeah.
Right? So, hey, audience, shut up. I don't know. Like that's I think that I get worried and I over worry about stuff like that, when sometimes not being able to turn your brain off is awesome. And then other times when it comes to stuff like that, it's really detrimental. So, it's her channel. Whatever she wants to do is what we will do, obviously. And as long as she's happy and having fun, then that's what is going to happen with it. So,
okay. Well, I'm excited for her.
She's playing, it's the Hogwarts game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
We're like, I don't know, 10% through the tutorial, so it's boring as fuck for me right now.
Okay.
Also, there's some real plot issues that I'm having from the very beginning. So I'm going to tell you this because it literally happens in the first 10 minutes of the first cutscene, right?
Okay.
So these three people are on a magical carriage. One of them, his wife died, but before she died, she sent a package to this other guy, right?
Okay.
But she didn't tell her husband about it. She just sent it to the other guy.
Right.
And so the other guy pulls it out, and the first guy isn't in any way, shape, or form like, wait a minute, why the fuck did my wife send that to you?
Right. Because
maybe that's just me. Maybe I just would be curious as to why my woman is sending motherfuckers random ass gifts. Like,
yeah. Okay.
So
he wasn't like that.
No, he was just like he was just like, oh, this is marvelous. She's such a crafty woman, or she was. Oh. So,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, it's Harry Potter. I get that. It's not like we're talking, God, I'm a terrible person. It's not like we are talking about Dickens, classic
Yeah, of
literature or
course.
anything
Yeah.
like that. But at the same time, I was like, come on, man. Like, these are just certain things that, like, I can't imagine anyone being in a long-term relationship, hearing that before this person died, they secretly sent somebody else a package and not being like, yo, what the hell?
Yeah, that's a little weird.
Right?
Yeah.
And then there's other stuff that is just like convenient for convenience sake. And I'm sure it'll get explained as the game goes on because that's what games do, right? They put something that just seems way too outlandish in the front. And it's like, no, she had a crystal ball made of maple syrup that showed the future. A la kazoo. Can you tell I'm not a big Harry Potter fan?
I can 100% tell. That's okay.
Alex actually threatened me last week. She was like, because I put on we do whatchamacallit, family movie nights on Fridays.
Okay.
And I thought it was going to be like an actual mashup somehow. It was called Teen Titans Go Watches Space Jam. Right?
Okay.
So I thought it was going to be like a combo type thing, but it wasn't. It was Teen Titans Go like narrates watching Space Jam, like a Let's Watch. Right?
Okay.
So like if you've ever seen if you don't know what a Let's Watch is, if you've ever seen Mystery Science Theater, like that kind of thing. And as soon as I realized what it was, I turned it off. But before that, this one who hates Teen Titans Go because it's not the pure Teen Titans. It's not the Teen Titans I grew up with. It's not my cartoon of imagination characters.
I've never watched Teen Titans. I don't know what that is.
No, it's Teen Titans. The original is did you ever see Batman the animated series?
Yeah.
So not anything close to that because it came out like 10 well, it came out like 10, 15 years later, right? But in the same vein of it's more towards the teens than it is the younger kids. It's got some more violence in it. It's got more adult storylines going on. Stuff like that, right? Teen Titans Go is the opposite. It's very bright colors. It's very, very slapsticky, all that kind of stuff, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So she doesn't like Teen Titans Go, and it's very obvious to me why she doesn't. And I get that, but at the same time, she says it's not the true teen. Okay, it's cartoons. We're arguing over cartoons. But I put that on, and she looked at me, and she goes, "Okay, cool. Just so you know, we're watching Harry Potter every fucking Friday from here on out."
Well, there you go. So,
yep.
What episode are you guys watching tomorrow? Not episode, which?
Well, it's Saturday. It's on Saturday. So.
Well, you said Fridays.
My bad. Fridays, date night. Saturdays is movie night.
I was going to mention that. I go, last episode, you said you went for sandwiches on Fridays because it's Fridays is date night. So I'm like, wait, I thought you just said.
No, family movie night Saturday. That's my bad. So if it's her turn, then we'll probably be what's the first one? Sorcerer's Stone?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's the other thing with family movie night. Every week, a different person gets to choose. So like, last week it was my turn, so next week it'll be her turn. So the week after that it'll be Asher's turn, and then it turns back over, right?
Okay, I like that.
So the only issue is that her and him will get in cahoots, right? And so she'll put on Sorcerer's Stone, and the next week, hey, didn't you have so much fun watching Harry Potter? Wouldn't you want to watch the next one? And then, yes, I would want to watch the next one. And I'll be like, are you sure? Because we don't have to be like, yes, I am sure, Daddy.
I like how he doesn't sound like a yoked up guy in this version of your son.
Yeah. Because he's talking about Harry Potter. You can't talk about Harry Potter and sound manly.
Oh,
You can't talk about Harry Potter and rip a door off the hinge. Also, this is like
that
a
will
week.
be your son.
It's like a week in between, so things happen. Did I mention he was doing steroids and eating protein bars or drinking a protein shake? So, yeah. Well, what he likes to do is, because he doesn't feel like you get enough protein in the regular protein shake, so he throws full bars into the blender to get extra protein. Right? God. So, I mean,
fun times.
Okay. Yeah, I had a whole bunch of other stuff that I wanted to talk about, but no, we are not going to
we
get
do not
to
have time.
I'll just say it real quick. Okay. I've gotten a new fascination for watching shows like 90 Day Fiance, Married at First Sight, and oh my God, my favorite, Love After Lockup. Honestly, the things that these people put themselves through for love is fucking amazing. Yes. And then the things that these people do when they know that they're not in love, but they are still just trying to put themselves in a better position, even if it's just like for completely personal and selfish gains. Oh, amazing. TLC. Mwah, chef's kiss. You win the television. You win all of the television. This is exactly what I want when I'm talking about stupid, mind-numbing reality TV. It's this, and it's MILF Manor, and Daddy is a happy daddy. That sounds gross. I don't like Daddy as a happy daddy.
It's a little gross, but you know what? We'll just end.
You can't say Daddy is a happy boy.
Just don't say it. Just leave that part out. Just say you're happy.
Now Judy is a sad queen.
But we should talk about 90 Day Fiance, because I went through a whole phase during COVID watching those. So we'll talk about that in the next episode.
All right, we'll talk about it next week. But thank you guys again for listening to A Conversation with Judy and Ryan. Please check us out on all the podcasting places, and we will see you next week.
Bye.